part of that is too simplistic, that it was much deeper. It was a moment in time where they were looking for the new world, and no, they were looking for gold. And they killed everything that got in their way. So the European to the indigenous has never been a love fest. It should have been, but it wasn't. It was a conquest and a disastrous holocaust for the indigenous people of this hemisphere. So we come from that. And our children know enough to feel strong about their indigenous roots. But I want them to understand that without our European root, we're nothing. We're not even here. I love my European root. I found out in 1980 that I was Hungarian. Honestly, yeah, that's right. I was doing, I'm kidding you. There's a lot of Hungarians here, I can tell. Hungarian, the guy's Hungarian, dude, wow. I'm not kidding you. I was walking, 1980, I was having dinner with Albert Finney. We were doing a movie called Wolfen. I got up and said, Al, I'll be right back. Excuse me, go to the restroom. I was walking along, and there, sitting in a suit much like this one, with a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful shirt on, white shirt, with a black satin dickie. And it was beautiful. And he had long, beautiful white hair. And it was out, and it was just beautifully trimmed. And he had a perfect mustache and a perfect beard. The man was pristine and beautiful. And I was walking by him and I saw him and I go, wow, this guy's dignity all the way. Dignified, unbelievably. And he goes, Edward James Olmos. And I went, yes, sir. Edward James Olmos. It's a pleasure to meet you, sir. No. Olmos. Olmos. That's right. Olmos. Since you are Hungarian, your name means he who works with lead. Your people are from Hungary, and during the Inquisitions in the 15th and 16th century, they left Hungary and went to Spain as Marranos. They became Christian to save their lives. And then they went from Spain to Mexico, and then your root came to the United States. They love you, Budapest. I was afraid of that. Shit, I'm from East LA, man. I'm sorry. No idea what to say. Oh, man, I'm doing it. Wow, from Hungary. Whoa, man. I almost went in my pants. Remember I was going to the bathroom? Well, man, by this time I was really going to the bathroom. He made me do caca. I won't say it in English because there's a lot of kids in here. But I gotta tell you, I went home and I started to do the research. And sure enough, Olmos is a Hungarian name. O-L-M-O-S. And it means he who works with lead. I said to myself, my Lord, could this be unbelievable? My European roots are really European. I'm Hungarian. He said to me, the man said to me, you're a big star in Budapest. Hungary loves you. I go, oh, I love Hungary. I'll be there, go. I am Hungarian. I am Jewish. I am from Spain, across from here. I said, wow, what a journey. My God, I'm here, and here I am. A Mexican. My God. And my indigenous root, I learned about my European, but my indigenous root, whew. My grandmother and my grandfather was pretty great 32, okay? Lived here. They have been here for 40,000 years. 40,000 years my root has been in this hemisphere. 40,000 years. So when somebody says to me, go home, buddy. I am home. I've been here for 40,000 years. How long you been here? Are you part of the boat people? Maria? Are you there? Yeah. But let me tell you something. If that's for me, tell them I'm right in the middle of it.
I'll help.
Not this time, talk to them. I really would, but I can't. 41,000 years ago, my direct lineage came from Asia.
What?
41,000 years ago, I was Asian. And then, 100,000 years ago, my great ancestors. And when you look at Edward James Olmos, you remember this every time from now until the day that you pass away. That you remember that my direct lineage, I am African first, Asian second, indigenous third, mixed with my Europeanness, and that's what makes me brown. Ta-da! A simple understanding of our evolvement, evolutionary process. Yeah, you can say that, but you know what? It's true.
It all started when the 12 colonies went.
Why wouldn't I want to say? How many of you have never said thank you to your grandparents? Raise your hand if you never say thank you to your grandparents. That's terrible. No, they've passed away, correct? Well, guess what? You should still say thank you to them. In your prayers, don't ever leave them out of your prayers. How many say thank you to your great-grandparents? Raise your hands. Thank you. Thank you. How many say thank you to their great-great-grandparents? How many go back and say thank you to everything that got me to be standing on the stage tonight in the year of 2010 of our Lord, saying to you all, that's something I could be doing, Shakespeare. I will follow my route for every single human being that it took for me to stand here, because I was not standing here on my own, but hundreds of thousands of years of waiting for me to be born and to be able to speak and to move forward. I am here with a past that is strength and strong. I am African, so when I go around and I look at an African, I go, hey, bro, what's up, man? Yeah. Yes, I know I feel good too. My Asianness, how are you? I love you guys. Yeah, I've just been out of the homeland a long time. I love everybody. And I see my family. But it's so hard for you because the majority of you sitting here, and I mean the majority of you, don't even know that there's only one race. You actually think that there is a Latino race, a Caucasian race, an African race, an Asian race, an indigenous race. You really think that, and you think that it's okay that we have races, different races. Intellectuals, I have fought this intellectual battle at Harvard, Stanford, Princeton. I've stepped on their stages, and I've had them all there. And we can say, hey, man, I come from East LA, corner First in Indiana. Are you kidding me? I went to East LA Community College. And then I went to Cal State LA. And now they've given me 13 honorary doctorates from the finest universities in this country.
Yeah.
And if you think that it's easy to get an honorary doctorate, they just give them out to good actors or some, you know, try to get one.
Oh, not an actor.
Obama couldn't even get one from here. I say to all of us, we still think that there are races. The word race as a cultural determinant is incorrect. There is only one race, and you know it. When I said this, how many saw when I said this in front of the UN last year? Raise your hands.
Crickets.
3. Tonight when you go home, I want you to put in Edward James Olmos at the United Nations when they took Battlestar Galactica and they said, please come. Come to the UN. We have never had an artistic endeavor of that kind, in other words, a television show. Come and speak to the assembly in the history since 1947 when we started this. Would you please come? I said, you want us to come to the UN? For what? What are we going to do to the UN? They're going to do what? They're going to show some of our scenes? The UN's going to watch Battlestar Galactica? Hey, yeah, okay, let's go. Yeah, girl, on deck. I went there to find out that the reason that they wanted us there was because of what that show touched. It touched things that they have been fighting for and that people don't really know that they are fighting for, those kind of things. The very first thing that we attacked was reconciliation. The very first thing. They put up 15 minutes of us fighting and the destruction of humanity and how the technology that we ourselves created came back to kill us. Our own technology killed humanity. Billions of human beings were killed by the exact technology that we had created. Singularity, anyone? And they showed it, and then the head, executive director of all of reconciliation for the entire planet, the earth, motherland here, spoke. He spoke for 20 minutes on reconciliation and how incredible it was that something that had destroyed all humanity was brought back in and they reconciled with humanity to make humanity go on and live. What had caused the destruction of the entire humanity was then what helped us keep and save humanity moving forward. That coming together is a reconciliation that even the Irish and the English have to take a look at. They've only been fighting for 800 years. The Jew, the Arab, over 1,000. They haven't stopped. Us,